The New Orleans Saints head for Tulane University and play in front of their biggest crowd yet during this preseason training camp. Hi again, everybody. With John DeShazier, I'm Sean Kelley. Welcome in once again to the Saints training camp report. Greetings tonight from Yulman Stadium on the campus of Tulane University, where for the third time now, John, the Saints welcome into big crowd and took things uptown for practice.
Yeah, crowd is getting bigger, and I think that might be commensurate with how well the team is playing right now and the expectations. But it was a great crowd, great turnout, a lot of positive energy for this team.
Yeah, the weather was fantastic too, and the players and coaches alike were energized by the atmosphere and really the change of scenery.
We love coming out here. Number one, it's a schedule change, so we get a lot of time during the day to meet guys. Go through a lot of recovery circuits, and with an evening practice, you seem to get a little bit more energy. The stadium here is perfect for it, and the weather held up. We got it in.
They definitely bring some energy to practice, some energy to the stadium, and that's always good in training camp when you can get a little bit extra boost of energy, competing against each other every day, hitting each other every day, being able to play under the lights, something like high school football, with our fans. It's always enjoyable for all the guys to be able to come out here to Tulane, and we did it at Mandeville a couple years ago, so it's always a good time when we get to do this.
During camp, man, you have the same schedule every single day, and it's a grind. It's a grind mentally and it's a grind physically. So anytime you get a chance to get a change of environment, change of scenery, brings a little more energy, and you saw that with the competition.
The Saints practiced in helmet and shoulder pad shorts as well, but they were just as competitive as we've seen here over the last 3, 4, 5 days of camp, John.
Yeah, I think these guys are getting more and more competitive, if you ask me. The days go by, and yeah, they're probably tired of seeing each other, talking a lot of smack, not just on the field, but I'm sure in the locker room and in the cafeteria and anywhere else they see each other. So yeah, it's getting a lot more competitive.
This practice tonight starts game week, really, for preseason game number 1. John, you can tell in a lot of ways they're ready to play somebody else.
Yeah, they're probably sick of seeing each other by now because they hadn't gone against anybody else since January in the playoffs. It's only been Saints on Saints. So they're probably sick of seeing each other. They're going to be really happy to see Jacksonville. No matter how many reps you get, you just want to get something going against somebody else.
The most entertaining part of practice came late during the 2-minute offense/defense. We had a couple of takeaways for the Saints defense, scoring opportunities as well. It started with P.J. Williams.
P.J. Williams jumps a route, probably due to good coverage in the secondary, so Drew Brees has to hold it probably a little bit longer than he wants to, throws a little bit late, and P.J. Williams able to jump that route. And then we saw, of course, Marcus Williams doing what Marcus Williams has done this entire training camp, which has come up with a pick in the end zone.
Yeah, he took it away at the end zone, really at the end of practice today, and a big celebration by the defense. Head coach Sean Payton talked about those takeaways tonight and how these takeaways that we saw in that 2-minute offense/defense are different perhaps than the ones we've seen so far in camp.
We talked the other night just about turnovers and then, turning turnovers into points. We kind of talked about there's been a handful of teams in our league's history that's had a lot of scoring plays on defense and what the percentages are of winning games when you score. Obviously in 2009 we scored a lot on defense, so it's a mindset. And I thought tonight there was a little bit of sarcasm in some of their celebration, but I'll take it.
All right, John, so all in all, there's plenty to watch here at Tulane tonight. We kind of, I don't know if it's a trap or not, but at times we kind of fall into that who won the day, offense or defense. You and I have noted here recently that it's been kind of even, very competitive. Tonight, though, maybe have leaned back to that Saints defense again.
Well, when you get a pick six, that always helps. When you get an end zone interception, that always helps. It kind of counterbalances a lot of what the offense is able to do. This is an active, young, aggressive, athletic secondary and defense overall. You see these guys making play after play after play. And after a while, you have to say, okay, this isn't a fluke. This is probably who they're going to be.
Yeah, Alex OKAFOR spoke after practice tonight, noting how different this team is on the defensive side than what they were in training camp 1 year ago.
As a defense, we're still we got a taste of what we can do last year, and we've been blessed to bring most of our guys back. So we're just at the tip of the iceberg right now, man, and we're excited every single day to see how much more we can grow. So it never gets old. It's never hard for us to focus because we know we still have so much left to prove.